If you're someone who's ever looked at a rugged off-roader and thought, I wish it had just a little more space, then the 2025 Land Rover Defender 130 might be exactly what you've been waiting for. This isn't just a longer Defender, it's a deliberate evolution of one of Land Rover's most iconic vehicles. In a world where SUVs are becoming increasingly about luxury, tech, and family friendliness, the Defender 130 dares to do it all and then some. Let's start with what sets it apart right away: the size. At over 17 feet long, the 130 is the largest variant of the Defender family. It builds on the already spacious Defender 110, extending the rear section to accommodate a third row of seating and a surprisingly cavernous cargo area. That means seating for up to 8 passengers without turning to a full-size truck-based SUV. It's still unmistakably a Defender, though square edges, upright windshield, short front overhang, and those signature alpine windows in the roof. But there's a maturity to the design now, a balance between its utilitarian roots and modern luxury expectations. Climb inside, and you're met with what Land Rover does best: blending rugged practicality with upscale comfort. The cabin of the 2025 Defender 130 is a masterclass in smart design. Materials feel durable enough to handle mud, snow, and sand, yet refined enough to make you feel at home in the city. The optional Windsor leather upholstery, exposed structural elements, rubberized flooring with drain plugs, and an intuitive infotainment layout are all part of the charm. It's not flashy, it's confident. Everything has a purpose, and yet it looks and feels premium. And yes, the space inside is truly impressive. Adults can actually sit in the third row without needing to fold themselves like origami. The seats are well cushioned, and there's a dedicated climate zone back there with USB ports and cup holders. Thoughtful touches like a fixed panoramic sunroof over the second row and an additional skylight over the third row make the entire cabin feel airy and open. Despite the Defender's rugged build, whether you're ferrying family or friends or loading up for a weekend camping trip, the 130 has you covered. Under the hood, the 2025 Defender 130 offers a range of powertrains to suit different kinds of drivers. The base engine is a 3.0-litre mild hybrid inline-six that delivers around 395 horsepower and 406 pounds-to-feet of torque. It's smooth, refined, and more than capable for everyday driving or long highway cruises. For those looking for more grunt, there's also a P500 variant that pushes the same 3.0-litre engine to new limits, offering stronger acceleration and more towing power. All engines are paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and of course, all-wheel drive is standard. This is a Defender, after all. Speaking of which, let's talk off-road capabilities. Because no matter how large it gets, this is still a Defender at heart, and that means it's built to conquer terrain most SUVs wouldn't even attempt. The 130 includes Land Rover's Terrain Response 2 system, which automatically adapts the vehicle to whatever surface you're on, be it gravel, mud, sand, or snow. You've got locking differentials, low-range gearing, and optional air suspension that can raise the body for up to 11.5 inches of ground clearance. Water fording: the Defender 130 can handle nearly 35 inches of it, which is basically a small river. Add to that the advanced camera system with a 3D surround view and underbody visibility, and navigating tricky trails becomes not just possible but surprisingly intuitive. But where the Defender 130 really impresses is in its dual personality. It's just as comfortable tackling a mountain trail as it is cruising through the city. The ride is composed and comfortable, especially with the adaptive air suspension. It soaks up potholes and bumps without transmitting harshness into the cabin. Wind and road noise are surprisingly minimal, especially given the boxy shape. And when you put it on the highway, it feels planted and composed. Never floaty or unsure. It's this flexibility that makes it such a compelling choice. Tech-wise, The Defender 130 is up to date without going overboard. The Pivi Pro infotainment system runs on an 11.4-inch curved touchscreen with crisp graphics and responsive input. It supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, had built-in navigation, and even offers over-the-air updates to keep things current. The digital gauge cluster is fully customizable, and there's an available head-up display for those who like to keep their eyes forward. A 14-speaker Meridian sound system is available and delivers rich, full audio whether you're listening to a podcast or a high-energy road trip playlist. Safety is another area where Land Rover didn't cut corners. The Defender 130 comes with a suite of driver assistance features standard, including lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and emergency braking. There are also unique touches like trailer stability assist and advanced towing features, which make it easier to haul heavy loads up to 8,200 pounds, to be exact. Whether you're pulling a boat, a trailer, or even a small camper, the Defender 130 can handle it with ease. Of course, owning a Defender 130 isn't just about practicality or specs, it's also a statement. It says you appreciate adventure, craftsmanship, and a touch of old-school ruggedness wrapped in modern sensibility. It's not trying to be the flashiest SUV on the block, but it doesn't need to be. It's confident in its identity, which is something rare in today's automotive world. Customization is also a big part of the Defender experience. Land Rover offers a dizzying array of accessory packs and trims, including the Explorer, Adventure, Country, and Urban packs. These let you tailor your 130 to fit your lifestyle, whether that means adding a roof rack, side-mounted gear carriers, or underbody protection. You can even get it with a deployable ladder, not because you need one, necessarily, but because why not? That's the ethos of the Defender, purposeful capability with personality. For 2025, Land Rover has made a few subtle tweaks to the formula. Software updates have made the infotainment faster and more seamless. A new matte paint finish is now available, giving the 130 a more aggressive, stealthy look. And some new wheel options and interior color combos round out the offering. But fundamentally, this is the same Defender 130 that debuted a few years ago, and that's a good thing. It means Land Rover is refining rather than reinventing. There's no getting around it. The Defender 130 isn't cheap. Pricing starts in the upper $70,000s and can climb well over $100,000 with options. But in a segment where many competitors lean more toward luxury than capability, the Defender 130 strikes a unique balance. It's for people who want both the off-road chops of a serious 4x4 and the comfort of a modern luxury SUV. So, who is the 2025 Land Rover Defender 130 really for? It's for families who don't want to be stuck in a minivan. It's for adventurers who don't want to give up space or comfort. It's for people who need real capability but still want to turn heads at the valet stand. It's for anyone who wants to feel like every drive could turn into an expedition, even if it's just to the grocery store. In a world full of compromises, the Defender 130 refuses to make any. It's spacious without being soft, capable without being crude, and premium without being pretentious. It stays true to the Defender lineage while offering more room for people, gear, and memories. Whether you're crossing continents or just crossing town, the 2025 Defender 130 is ready for the journey, and it wants you to come along for the ride.